Welcome back to another edition of F.A.S.T CPR and First Aid Tips. Today we're going to be discussing the acronym F.A.S.T, which will help you recognize if someone is having a stroke. F.A.S.T stands for facial droopage, arm strength, speech, and time. So F, facial droopage. Because a person is having a stroke, they're going to lose the motor functions on one side of their body. The test that you want to do is tell them to show you a big smile, a big grin. If they're having a stroke, one side of their smile isn't going to respond the same. You may even see eye droopage. Next is A, arm strength. Because they lost the motor functions on one side of their body, one side of their body is going to be weak. So what you want them to do is hold their arms out straight, close their eyes, and if they're having a stroke, a lot of times one arm would drift off to the side. Make sure you tell them to close their eyes, because if you keep them open, you'll concentrate to try to keep this arm in place. Next is S, which stands for speech. You want to tell them to repeat the phrase, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." And you want to ask them common knowledge questions. What's today's date? Who's the president? What did you eat today? Things like that. Common knowledge questions that they would know the answer to. And the last one is T, which stands for time. You want to get them to the hospital in a timely fashion as fast as possible so they can go and get scanned to see what is actually causing them to have a stroke. 80% of the time, strokes are caused by blood clots leading to the brain. The other 20% of the time is caused by hemorrhaging, by busted blood vessels in their brain that cause them to bleed out. So make sure you do not give a person who you suspect is having a stroke any kind of blood thinner, including aspirin. For more tips like that, stay tuned with F.A.S.T CPR and First Aid.